Pokemon 151 is in full swing. And to be fair, it is smashing out of the park with some amazing cards. Fantastic fun to open up the packs. However, it's getting pretty tough to get hold of stock right now. And prices of sealed products and the cards are rising. So today we'll be taking a look at what's been going on with 151. Right guys, so 151. This set's fantastic. I really enjoy opening it. We've been opening up a ton of it on the streams. We've been pulling some absolute bangers. We pulled so many of the Charizard SIRs. They seem to be really easy to get hold of compared to some of the others. Like, we pulled like one Venusaur, one Blastoise, like 3 or 4 Charizards. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. But the pull rates are really tough. We've already gone over the pull rates. We've already talked about some of the single card prices, kind of beating against the odds of what's been going on. However, stock is difficult to get hold of. Booster bundles are pretty much sold out everywhere. ETBs are pretty much sold out everywhere. We've just had the UPC drop, although over here in the UK we still haven't got it yet. And the mini tins are pretty much sold out everywhere as well. So what is going on 151? Why is it getting so difficult to get hold of just the sealed products? The cards are going up in price as well because of it. We're going to take a look at TCG Player today to see what's really going on. Alright, TCG Player, let's take a look at the booster bundle. I think this is a great product, you know, to open. You get 6 booster packs. That's it, right? It may sound simple, but 6 booster packs is where it's at. We look at $41 right now. Now, it has actually gone down a bit. It was around $50. So $41 for 6 packs is still quite pricey. We're looking at over $6 a pack, probably even close to $7 a pack just for 151. Now that's pretty intense. Over here, I mean, they were selling for 25, 24. It worked out £4 a pack. That's incredible value here. It seems weird. It's a lot cheaper over here than it is over in the US, and we've been seeing it across the board. Even with the ETBs, it's actually cheaper over here. It's kind of similar to what's been going on with Crown Zenith. If you're in the UK, 151 is cheaper than it is over in the US, just like Crown Zenith. For instance, Crown Zenith ETBs over here are like £45. You know, you could pick them up quite easily. Whereas over in the US, we're looking at $70 plus. Go figure. So yeah, it's going pretty crazy. So the booster bundles, they are sold out. I don't think there's going to be a huge amount of like restocks. So there's going to be restocks, mainly going to be ETBs. But yeah, it's not looking very good. Although these are great little products if you can get your hands on some. Now, when we look at the normal booster, we're looking at about $6.30, which is actually pretty high in all honesty, you know, for a specialist set. Normally they tend to be around about $5 or so, and especially after release and a lot of products being released and a lot of product has been released, usually they tend to drop in value. But it's been holding pretty strong at $6. Over here, you're probably looking around about £5, which is, you know, roughly around $6. So it's about right for retail price of 151. But you know, the single card prices have changed and it's caused a massive impact. So let's get into it. So Charizard, a big boy Charizard, still the biggest card in the set, still the most expensive card in the Scarlet and Violet era. Now we know Scarlet and Violet has not got off to the best start. It really hasn't. But 151 could be its savior right now. All I've been seeing is people talking about 151, opening 151, having fun with 151. Even on the streams, it is the most requested set. I know it's the new set, but when we had Scarlet and Violet base, how they were evolved, Obsidian Flames, no one really cared. People were just like, yeah, whatever. This is the opposite. People going absolutely crazy for 151, and with good reason, right? It's got that nostalgia feel, and the artwork's pretty sweet on a lot of these cards. So, Charizard, we're looking at $120 for this card, and it's kind of been going up and down, right? Normally, as a rule, when the set comes out, card prices drop. Very rarely do they hold, and very rarely do they actually go up in value after release. We saw it a few times with, you know, Lost Origin and Giratinas and things like that, but it doesn't normally happen. It just doesn't, right? Especially in the Scarlet and Violet era already, everything's been dropping in price. There's been a few cards that kind of beat the trend to begin with, like the Magikarp and the Tyranitar from Paldea Evolved, but everything else is just falling from the floor. So Charizard holding at 120 is doing very well, you know, very, very well. Yes, it kind of has been bouncing around, bounced back up to around 128, then dropped back down to at 110, 18, and it's gone back up again. So as long as it stays above $100, I think that's pretty good going. And I do feel like it's easier to pull than some of the other SIRs, but it is Charizard. So I do expect this to hold more value and also be the most expensive card in Scarlet and Violet for the foreseeable future. I mean, I don't see anything in Paradox Rift overtaking this, but it all comes down to the pull rates. Alright, Blastoise. This is now the second most expensive card on the set. This one's been going up, as you can see, $58 right now. It actually came out at $37. This card's been doing really, really well. I'm really happy that I've actually pulled in my ETB. I've only opened one ETB, that's all I've opened from the set. I've got one EX and a Blastoise. I think I'll take that, right? So the Blastoise is really cool. I absolutely love the the Squirtle line. The Squirtle evolution line is just absolutely beautiful. The Squirtle, the Wartortle, and now the Blastoise, it is just fantastic. And this is a gorgeous card. So it is doing very well. It is breaking the trend and going up. It's gone up by like $20 already since its release, which is actually really, really impressive. Speaking of impressive, we have the Venusaur as well. This one's been going up. So Charizard's holding, decent value. Blastoise has gone up already. Venusaur's going up even more. I mean, the fact that Blastoise's gone up by 50% already is nuts, right? Venusaur, it was around 39, then it's been ticking up and down, went to 38, and now it's 45, and it's on the uptick, doing extremely well. I believe this is now the third most expensive card. Kind of makes sense, right? Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. Yeah, boy. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this. Beautiful card. I haven't pulled this one much either, so it's quite interesting that Charizard is the easiest, seems to be, but nonetheless, doing really well. Okay, on to Zapdos. This is my favorite card in the set. Has, again, been going up overall. It came out and it dropped to about $40. Then it did bounce up to about 45, 46, and it's just trickled down ever so slightly to 43. So it's still up from its release. Holding strong. Again, not that easy to pull. We have pulled one. So far, I think out of the Scarlet and Violet 151 packs, we may have opened something like 150 packs already. So 150 packs, 3 Charizards, 1 Zapdos, 1 Venusaur, 1 Blastoise. Okay, not too bad. So overall, this is a beautiful card. I love this. I still haven't got it yet, but I will get it in my collection for sure. Then the Alakazam. So Alakazam did have a bit of a boom when it came out, and it's dropped a bit, but it's still higher than what it was after release. We're looking at a release price of $26. Did go up to 44, did trickle down to 34, and it's bounced back up to 38. So 38 compared to 26, very, very strong. Again, we're looking at nearly 50% increase of Alakazam. Beautiful artwork. Again, the pull rates are so tough in this set that a lot of these cards are holding good value, and the supply is not reaching demand. So the thing is these cards are going to do really well. Are they going to go down in the future? I kind of feel like they will, especially when we get more and more stock and reprints coming. But for the time being, now's probably a good time to sell some of these cards rather than buy, because they're going up. Right, so we've got one card that is dropping, and that's the Erica's Invitation. I'm kind of glad this is dropping, because I'm not being funny. I'm kind of getting bored of the full art trainers being the most expensive card. It's not really that exciting, in my opinion. It's Pokemon, right? We want to see Pokemon be the best cards they get. So this card is still up from its original price. So it came out at $20. I feel like that's probably not the case. But it has trickled down. It went up to 60 and is now 39. So it is on the decline. It is one of the few big top cards in the set that are on the decline. I'd probably look at potentially picking this one up compared to the others, but it is dropping. All right, now we're getting on to some of the illustration rares, which, to be honest, it's smashing out of the park. Charmander, $32 for an illustration rare. Now, we saw powerful value illustration rares in the Magikarp and the Tyranitar and Powder Evolved. And then apart from that, we haven't really seen anything super crazy. But illustration rares are doing a lot better than Trainer Gallery and Galarian Gallery, and I'm all for it. I think the illustration rares are fantastic. They all look incredible, and they're not that easy to pull. They really are. And they are quite tough in any Skull and Violet era set, but especially in 151. Let's take a look. Charmander, like I say, $30 odd. It's up from its release. Did drop to around 19, shot up to 36, dropped back down to 24. It is going like a yo-yo, kind of like the Charizard really, and then 31. So this, as an illustration rare, is very, very strong. The fact is that this is nearly the same value as the Miriam from Skull and Violet base, and this is just an illustration rare. I know, it's crazy, but very, very strong movements there. Then we've got the Full Art Charizard EX. This is, again, another card that's doing pretty well. $31. Came out around 25, went up to 31, went back down again. So Charmander and Charizard line, and those cards seem to be going up and down like yo-yos, whereas everything else is going up. I mean, they're going up anyway, but these ones are bouncing around. So holding pretty strong. I think this artwork is sick. It just hits hard. But overall, doing really well. Then we got the Bulbasaur, again, another illustration rare. Look at this one, guys. It went from $12 up to 20, down to 14, and now up to 25. So it's doubled in value. Very, very strong. This set is just beautiful. This artwork is beautiful. This set is just incredible. These cards are doing really well. Illustration rares are holding strong, and like I say, like the Charmander, $25, $26, doing pretty good. Squirtle's doing well as well. $25, again, another big card, doubled in price. $12 up to 23, back down to 18, now up to 25. For me, the Squirtle line is my favorite one, but these are doing really well. If you notice, we have the 3 star Pokemon all going up. The Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. The 3 Final Evolutions are going up as well. Wartortle is going up as well. Charmeleon's going up, and so is the Ivysaur. Overall, they're all doing very well. And then finally, we have the Pikachu, which again is smashing out of the park at $23. It did come out at 19 or 20, dropped down to 16, 17, been going like a yo-yo, and then recently, bang, up to 24. Across the board. 151 is doing incredibly well, even though the product is getting harder and harder to get hold of, and packs are getting ripped open left, right, and center. The pull rates are having a massive impact, and as we can see from cards like the Pikachu. There you have it, guys. That's what's been going on 151. Let me know down in the comments what are your thoughts on 151. Let's be honest, it is incredible. Like, seriously, it is just smashing it, bang, out of the park. Supply's not reaching demand. It really isn't. I can't get hold of any. It's getting really tough over here in the UK to get hold of just some product that isn't overly costed and not at scalper prices. But overall, it is a great set to open. I've had fun. I want to open up more. I am going to be opening up the UPC at some point. I'm just waiting for mine to arrive, and you'll see me open up the UPC on the channel, so keep an eye out for that video. But overall, it's looking pretty good. You know, now's a great time to potentially sell some of these cards, especially if you've been opening up a lot of product. I do feel like the prices will go down over the next few months with more and more stock coming. We had the same with Crown Zenith. There was a lot of product to reach the demand, and it was a bit slow to get started on Crown Zenith, and things were starting to trickle up and up and up and up. And then they get rolling that product out, and then it was fine. Same's going to go for this one. Yes, we've got Paradox Rift that's coming out, what, next month or something crazy. But right now, I do feel like this is going to be a very good set. Moving forward, still very good to open and keep sealed. If you are going to collect anything sealed, I think the Pokemon Center ETB is going to be really good. I think the UPC is going to be good. And I also feel like booster bundles are going pretty well as well. So if you can get hold of some of them, the normal ETB is going to be great as well, but I feel like they're going to be restocked up quite a bit. But speaking about Charizards, if you want to know what the best Charizards to buy right now are, then make sure to click on this video right here. And if you watch more Pokemon content, guys, you know what to do. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, that's it from me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, you guys are the legends, and I'll see you in the next one.